Welcome to Backyard Family Fun, the podcast from Pride Pool Spas and Leisure Products. In Claxton and Savannah, Georgia, this family-owned business has spent decades helping create memories that last a lifetime. Whether you're a pool owner, a spa lover, or just looking to turn your outdoor space into a true retreat, we've got you covered right here on the Backyard Family Fun podcast. Welcome back to Backyard Family Fun. We are at the Savannah location of Pride Pool Spas and Leisure Products, and I'm sitting down with Alex Smith once again to have a great conversation. This is one you're going to want to mark your calendars after you hear us talking about this, because there's some really cool things going on. Alex, I'm excited about upcoming pool school. This is a big deal and something that folks should really take advantage of.
100%, Dee. This is something we look forward to every year, and it's free. It's free to all of our customers, and a lot of people that have been with us for a very long time continue to come back. Kind of find out they love the fellowship.
Yeah.
They love coming here, and we have food and drinks and things like that, but we have discounts. That's the biggest thing. So, anytime that you come to a pool school, we recommend you bring a water sample, and if you're already in our system, that's even better. But if you're not, come a few minutes early and bring us a water sample. And what we'll do is our staff will test your water while you're in the pool school. And when you get through with the school, we have everything you need. So the printout of adding all your chemicals, what needs to be done, and we'll sit there with you one-on-one and explain all that with you. And if you've ever been into our store with a water sample, it's a one-on-one explanation of how to add the chemicals and what needs to be done moving forward. And if you still need other things in the store, we have a store-wide discount that we do, and we have even more of a discount on our chemicals. So it's a win-win for everybody. Even if you think you got it all figured out,
right? That's
okay. Come on in, because you're going to need chemicals. You're going to need some type of sanitation, whether it's chlorine or Bacillus or salt. Come on in.
Yeah.
And we can help you out with that.
You'll get the discount.
Yeah, that's it. That's kind of what I'm leading up to. So it's, let's see, should I give the day?
Absolutely.
All right, I'll let everybody know about this.
We're going to give the date 10 times while we're talking about this.
It does help.
We don't want you to miss it. We don't want you to miss it.
So Tuesday, April the 21st, that's going to be at 6:30. That's at their Claxton store. Okay. And then Savannah will be Thursday, the 23rd of April, at 6:30 as well. And you need the RSVP. If you Facebook or social media, even if you're in our system, you'll get an email probably just because you're a customer and as a reminder about the pool school. But I'll give you the phone number right quick to Claxton. It's 912-739-2230. And then the Savannah would be 912-927-3957, and that's to RSVP. And that is the, again, pool school that we give the 5 keys to pool care. It's the 5 basic keys to pool care. And a BioGuard representation will be here, and he'll answer all your questions and point you in the right direction. If you have an issue with the pool, come on in. We'll have technicians here. We'll have sales staff here. We'll have people here that can answer your questions if you just want to do it yourself.
Yeah.
So that's a big event for us. We kind of look forward to it. It's gotten so big where we divided it up. We actually had to have 2. So, 100 people or more, it's just not real feasible in our building. We could take that, but we want to be certain we give you the right service. So what happens is we don't have enough staff to answer everybody's questions, and we decided we just need to split the school up, a more quality school. So we'll have one in April, and then I'll let everyone know later about May. I'm not sure what that date is in May yet, but I think it's like a week before Memorial Day, something like that. But we'll in Savannah. We won't have it in Claxton, but we'll have it in Savannah. So there'll be 2, one in April, one in May. And that's the time to come in and learn as much as you can, or just come in and place an order that you don't want to take care of it and you want us to do it.
Right.
We do that too.
Right.
So the whole idea about your pool or spa is, and I'll say it all the time, it should be enjoyable, it should be fun, it should be relaxing, it should not be cumbersome, a headache, an aggravation. Absolutely not. And if there's ways around that, without having to spend a lot of money on it, a lot of people, and I think they just pick up some bad habits.
Sure.
Not intentionally.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just, the neighbor, the relative, someone in another state, or someone that thought they knew how, that they told you, and it's just unintentional. You don't mean to learn the wrong way.
Right.
It's just bad habit. So we like to show you the right way the first time. And we're really big with that. So even with our brand new pool installation on our in-grounds especially, our project manager makes a point to come back to give you like an explanation of operation and to be certain you understand the basics of it. And then we'll come back for about 30 days to maintain it, to make certain that you understand the pool. And if you got questions, we can answer that. But bottom line is just, what can you do to make it easier to take care of your pool? And the pool school is a very great start for us.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so, yeah, I feel like too, if you're coming to Claxton on April 21st for the 6:30 pool school, or if you're going to Savannah, April 23rd, either way, whichever is more convenient for you, obviously location wise, but what you're going to get, and if you are first time, I'm thinking about these first time pool owners this year, and it's like, okay, I've got a brand new, just huge, wonderful, gorgeous in-ground pool, and I want to make sure that my first season is successful.
That's right.
So, it's like, okay, let me get my checklist. Let me get my chemicals. What a great day to do all of that.
That's
get a
correct.
discount, get educated on all the things. I mean, I just think it's a fantastic way to kick off a successful season
Yes.
with your pool.
And absolutely correct. So everyone that comes to the pool school, they're and there are a lot of familiar faces that we see there.
Sure,
too.
yeah.
A lot of new pools that we have built. We always say the pools we built the year before are the recent pools. We certainly want them to come in and just, again, get started off the right foot and understand how easy it is to take care. It really is, because everything that we do with our installation, it's all part of the pool, meaning that your sanitation system, the cleaning system, lighting, it is all there, and it's by the touch of your phone. And it's just meant to be easy. And when it comes to taking care of the equipment, I mean, it really is. I mean, there's one day during the summertime, I always pick one day, and it's usually a Sunday, and I'll go out there and just take about 30 minutes and just do a basic checklist on the pool, and that's all I need to do. And I can do it in less time than that. But if I need to add chemicals, whatever I need to do is done right then. I'm not checking it every day. There's no need for that. Testing it every day, absolutely not. But we'll help you with that.
Yeah.
We can show you a routine that makes it easier for you. And we believe, I believe in simpler. And don't work harder, work smarter.
Yeah.
And we believe in that a lot when it comes to, because, sometimes people just, like I said earlier, they kind of got started off the wrong foot, and then they want to say, what a nightmare. Wow, man, it's just such a pain. And you kind of find out it's a really easy fix because they're just doing some things not the right way.
Sure.
And, the way you may do it up north or on the West Coast is not the way you do it in Southeast Georgia. And a lot of times people, kind of read these posts or videos and things like that. And so what works here, we know how it works and what's best for you. Not works in New York or Pennsylvania or Montana or any place like that. That's beautiful places, but the climate's different.
Oh, totally.
The climate is totally different.
Yeah.
And certain seasons start earlier or later. So we're here to help you through that, and we can come out. I mean, whether you had the pool installed or you've acquired it through a purchase, you just purchased your new home, and you really wasn't wanting the pool, but you love the house, and by the way, the pool's in the backyard. So I guess we better learn a little bit about it.
Right.
Or we just call somebody to take care of it.
Yeah.
So, and that's the kinds that your heart's not really in it, but it's such a wonderful thing for the family, not knowing it until you start using it. And there's so many safety things, protocols we can put in place if you're concerned about, if you got pets or small children. Number one, get lessons right away.
Absolutely.
And there is a program out there, not to get off track here a little bit, but Rowdy Gaines, the swimmer, the Olympic, he put together a program through the PHTA, the Pool and Hot Tub Alliance, and where you can get free swimming lessons. And that's a no-brainer at all. So just quickly, somebody that has small children, they at that age, they may train your dog. I'm not sure.
Right.
Or your pet.
Right, right.
They might, but you can ask. And but it is a successful program, and it started last year, maybe year before last, and it's a really great program, and it sustained itself by funding, just by people donating. And it was a great idea.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It really is. But if you have that concern, so a lot of things are in place. We can help you. We have alarms. We have gate alarms. We have a lot of things, safety covers and ladders that really can put your mind at ease. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to worry about that. So on the other side of it, if you just, hey, it's just you and your spouse, no kids, the pool's in the backyard, come to the school and we can get you started off the right way. And you'd be amazed how easy it is. So I always say, if you never had a pool, in ground, above ground, or a spa, maybe the spa came with the house. It doesn't really matter if you just don't know. And the internet and TikTok and YouTube, man, all that's awesome. But I've looked at the wrong stuff before.
It can lead you astray.
It can. It really can.
Yeah.
And I'm certainly I'm not ever going to say anything bad about anyone trying to promote safety or education when it comes to our industry. But know this: if you just don't know, then let us show you. We're the professionals, over 50 years in this. We got people here that a whole another group of technicians just went through certified pool operator class. So we got everybody certified, recertified.
Yeah.
And so we are all up to date with that kind of stuff. So let us come out there and inspect the pool. So if you had it inspected prior to purchasing the home, great. Or if you already bought the house and you say, by the way, you might want to get it checked out, we can do that as well. But let us come do a profile. We'll inspect it / profile the pool, check all the equipment out, make certain everything's good, and then we can give you some advice about which way to go. We're not there to sell you any, we're just there to show you what you have and what you need to do moving forward to make certain that it works. It may be outdated, it may not, it might need just something small. But don't assume the worst, and let us help you understand your equipment. And it really is simple. It's really not that difficult at all. You'd be amazed. I've had people in my family that they just thought, like, no, I'm not going to touch it. And everybody's kind of designated to take care of certain things, right? So we got somebody taking care of the pets, somebody taking care of the trash, someone taking care of the pool. Mm-hmm. So I think I got designated for that. I don't know why I got designated to take care of the pool. I can't imagine. I'm not sure. But the thing is we got a son that's has kind of grew up in it, and he's worked here a lot of summers. And guess what? I think he's very capable of taking care of it.
Absolutely.
So he has been designated mostly to take care of it. And it gives him some training, some background, some understanding of how things work. So when someone comes in with a water test, wow, he understands how things work. And he understands a pump. He understands a filter. He understands a chlorinator or sanitation. So it's really great to have someone to talk to that's been there, done that.
Yeah.
And that's what we do with our inspection and profile of the pool. So if it's a spa, above ground pool, or in-ground pool, let us check it out. Been early in the year like this, and before things got hot and get busy, and before it breaks right at Memorial Day weekend, you just know usually they say Murphy's Law is going to happen on a holiday.
Yes,
or
that's
after
right.
hours. We don't want that to happen to you.
Right.
So get ahead of it and call it, and let us come out there and inspect the pool for you. And if you want to take care of it, we can. But you don't sometimes know what you have until a professional explains it to you and say, by the way, this is an awesome system. Let me show you what you do. And you can do it remotely. You can use your phone, and that makes life easy.
Absolutely.
And, it just, I'm not going to say it takes the fun out of taking care of the pool, but a little bit. Some people like to test the water, with these test strips.
Sure.
And match up colors. And that's, to me, I think that's the easy part and the fun part of it. But we want you to understand that it is, believe it or not, it is an easy system. And everything's like 1, 2, 3, ABC, 1, 2, 3. If you look at everything in this industry is based off of a 1, 2, 3 system. So even our chemicals is like sanitation, oxidation, and then preventative, or like an algaecide. So you got sanitation, oxidation, and then algaecide. And that's all you need to know when it comes to water. If you want to make it complicated, you can, but just bring us a water sample.
Absolutely.
And then we can just tell you what to add, and then worry about the rest.
Absolutely.
That
Absolutely.
makes life a lot easier. But that's the kind of the startup of if you kind of new to owning a pool or a spa, and we can get you the right direction.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about those that are going to be coming to pool school in Claxton on the 21st, April 21st, or Savannah on April 23rd. Talking about bringing that water sample, could you just kind of briefly go over for everybody what you're testing exactly with the water sample, and maybe how some people have this thought process of, well, if my pool, the water looks clear, could it still be out of balance even though it looks clear? Maybe touch on a little bit of that.
That's a great question. Because a lot of people think that the pool looks great, but does it really? So the water, people get that dry skin or that itch or that irritation or something's not right. That's usually got to do with the pH and the alkalinity and the calcium. You call a saturation index, and that's just leave that up to us. We bring us a water, and we got water bottles. So if you bring it in a very like a very clean jar or a bottle, we can. And then when you finished, we'll give you a water sample bottle that you can just keep, and you can just reuse that. But we do a lot of, I'm going to say it's like 14 different types of checkpoints. And it's stuff like, little things. I mean, water temperature is a check, but you got, the calcium, and you got the minerals. There's a lot of different minerals out there. You got copper, you got magnesium, you've got iron. There's different types of mineral that can, and that's what's effective for algae, killing algae, is copper. But you can have it too high of a reading.
Right.
And that called discoloration and staining. But the checkpoints that we do is fast, but we will give you a printout of all the problems. When I say problems, like, for example, your alkalinity is very low, and it's going to require, 42 pounds of sodium bicarbonate or alkalinity increaser to get that up. And you're like, holy wow, how do I get in the water to do that? Is there a way to put that in the water? Well, there is, and the printout that we give you tells you how to do it. So it's a powder, and you just do it in increments, and it's simple, and it's easy. A lot of chemicals today, you do not pre-dissolve. There's, back in the older days, it's most everything you had to pre-dissolve. Most the oxidation and things that we have today, you do not have to do that. But the balancers is the key. So I had said the 1, 2, 3 program, which is sanitation, oxidation, and algaecide or preventative. The biggest thing is people heard of pH and alkalinity.
Yeah.
So the alkalinity, or the total alkalinity, is a buffer for the pH. So that's a kind of like stabilizes the pH. The total alkalinity does. So if if your pH is bouncing up and down, then there's an issue with the alkalinity. And man, they have come out with some cool things with that. Balancer Complete. I mean, it's like BioGuard, they're the leading brand in the pool industry when it comes to chemicals. And they have just, they called on to something back a few years back called Pool Complete. And it's a liquid and it's incredible. It's like, it's a clarifier and it's also a water conditioner and it's a little bit of an algaecide, and man, it really works. So that is something that I put in there, and I do it every week, but everything else stays the same. If I have to add some pH or alkalinity, I just bring my water test in.
Right.
So I usually
easy breezy.
They usually can tell me what I need to do.
Of course.
I hope they do. As a mystery shopper sometimes. I just dress up and come as me.
Got a fake mustache and
that's right.
some glasses, wearing a hat. I recognize that voice
Yeah,
somewhere.
that's right. It's hard to get away with it. But sometimes we do a lot of phone mystery shopping.
Yeah.
And hey,
that's fun.
It's fun, and everybody makes it where they pass with flying colors every time.
Of course.
But it really is kind of cool to again, R&D. We do all that, and it's kind of makes everything. We know what don't work and what does work, and we have been partners with BioGuard, their chemical and their brand for I'm gonna say I know over 40 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and they all manufacturers have their up and downs. And, we hung in there with them, and they really have got some great support. We have got a super account rep, Steve Metzger, and I think he's been on the show.
He has, yes.
And he is a fan. He's a great guy, and he wants to be certain everybody here understands our program and our culture and what we do here. So the point test, or the number of testing that we do, there's method to the madness, I would say, because of the calcium is probably one of the other things that can have an issue with the pool. Scaling. You got to keep the calcium in the right parts per million. If you don't, it can actually etch or it can scale. But, when it comes to type sanitizer that you're using, we can help you with that. And it really depends on what are you using. And we have all your information in the file. So if you come in and you say that I'm on a salt, that's fine. If you're on a freshman water system, the frog, that's okay. Or if you're just on a 3-step program with BioGuard, it doesn't really matter because we already got it noted in our software and our testing. And they've made that so much easier now. When we test the water, it's a lot more accurate. And we're able to give some more specific results. One thing about water testing, and some people may or may not know this, but just to let consumers know, we can't test for algae. And I know it's not to be a negative thing, it's just that's where we come in to help troubleshoot and problem solve your issue. So most people come in here with a water sample, they got a problem. Sometimes they'll come in here, just want to know what we had for lunch or shoot the breeze and just spend some time. And we do have those.
Of course.
We do have customers that love coming in and just hanging out. But most people, usually there's a problem with the water. And we kind of steer them the right direction by asking questions. And that's the only way you can problem solve is kind of find out what they're doing, what they're not doing. And it's amazing to see some of the issues that pop up, meaning that, believe it or not, and it's probably one of the biggest ones, is letting your pump run. If you're not letting your pump run long enough, then you're not filtering. And if you're not filtering, you're more than likely not sanitizing. So pool won't clear up. And you can add all the chemicals in the world. You can buy, $500 worth of chemicals here at pool school and put it all in there. If you don't run the pump long enough, it's not going to matter.
Right.
It's not going to matter.
Right.
And, but that's where we come in to help you with that. And, how often do you run your pump? What type of filter do you have? When's the last time you've replaced the sand? majority of the filters are in this region, in this area, are sand filters, meaning that it really is a simplified way to filter the pool because you'd have to clean it every so often. And by doing that, it's called backwashing the filter. And it's just an easy method for that. It doesn't require any removing of anything out of the filter. It's just turning a handle and just cleaning the filter by not remotely, but turning a handle and backwashing and rinsing the tank. And that's really it. We do recommend, again, this is that time of year we're starting up on the pool. Change your sand every 5 years. We recommend doing that. I'm sure we'll have an episode to talk about that a little bit, about startup and some. But if you have a sand filter, we highly recommend, if you haven't replaced the sand every 5 years, do that. Or clean it. If you clean it annually before you don't really shut the pool down and you just kind of stop using it, that's just about the same thing as just clean your sand. You don't have the bather load, you don't have the heat, and it makes a little bit of difference on the wear and tear of the pump and filter. But you find out that your sanitation levels will stay in the water longer when it's cool like that. And so people just think that they don't need to do anything to the pool water through the winter.
Right.
That's wrong. Water is water, so you need to get it tested. So a lot of people come in here about once a month or so and bring in some water sample, make sure everything's okay. But cartridge filter, if you have a cartridge filter, we recommend to keep two. Have one cleaning while you're using the other. And the other type filter is your diatomaceous earth, your DE. And every time you go through a cleaning, you have to recharge the filter with the powder. So those are really good filters. You just higher maintenance. It requires a little bit more attention, but it works. It's all about the micron breakdown of the water. So if you, like, for example, on the West Coast, sand filters are really prohibited.
Right.
Because you can't waste the water.
Right.
Some places. So cartridge filter is your primary one. But it's hard to see any clarity of the water unless you have all three pools lined up in a row and you kind of look and say which one's a sand, which one's a cartridge. It'd be hard to see, but if you had it like that, you might could point them out. Other than that, it doesn't matter because it works just as good. And sand filters are very easy. Again, we like easy and simple. We don't really want to work hard at it. So that's kind of what that filter is for. And so that's probably your one biggest thing when it comes to your equipment. Be sure that's, if it hadn't been replaced within 5 years, clean the sand, and we have chemicals for that. And of course, there's really no maintenance you can do to your pump. There's nothing you do, you grease or anything that you do on that side because it's a closed system there. But we can check it out for you. If you just want to get the pool inspected, make sure everything's okay, we can do that. Yeah, absolutely. So it's all about starting off the right way.
Exactly. And I feel like, for folks that are coming into this season of saying, look, I want to start off on the right foot so I can have a longer pool season, have more fun, have more people over, have more people in the pool. And what a great time to do it. I want to remind everybody before we wrap up, the pool school is something you do need to RSVP to. So phone numbers will be in the show notes of this episode. Claxton Pool School is Tuesday, April 21st at 6:30, and Savannah Pool School is Thursday, April 23rd at 6:30. Limited seats available. That's why you have to RSVP. It's going to be a fantastic pool school, and I really do feel like it's such a valuable time for customers to come in, new customers, regular customers, all the customers to come in and really just learn so much and kind of just get a jump start on the whole season. So absolutely. I'm excited. I think it's going to be a great pool school.
We're looking forward to everybody. And if you can't make it to the school, pick the phone up, call us, email us, and just ask a question. We have a website, we have a messaging center there. Just we try to interact the best way we can with all of our customers. And if you anything we can help you with, please don't hesitate to come in or call But we look forward to seeing everybody that learn a little bit more at a pool school.
Absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you missed the dates or the times or the phone numbers in the show notes of this episode, make sure you just go and look for those. Alex, always fun to sit down and talk to you.
Absolutely, Dee. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Come by and meet your local pool and spa experts in Claxton on Highway 280 West or in Savannah on Gateway Boulevard South, or go to pridepools.com. If you love backyard family fun as much as we do, be sure to give us a rating and review and subscribe or follow on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode. And if you have a question or topic you'd love for us to cover, drop us an email, info@pridepools.com. or tap the links for Facebook or Instagram in the show notes of this episode. We'd love to hear from you. Now let's go make a splash and have some backyard family fun.
Pride Pools, Spas and Leisure, your home for